Hi, I'm Airyus, and you're gonna have to be quiet because I'm stalking people. Yep, that's right. If you've been following along, it's been quite some time since I've made it to the Imperial Arena. Having only been there once means I've only had one shot at enchanting a blade's helmet and sword. If you want to see it, you're gonna have to watch the whole video and wait until the end. Nah, I won't do that garbage to you, because guess what? I want to make content that I won't have to trick you into watching. I think that's fair. If you think it's fair, let me know by applying appropriate hand-eye coordination to effectively maneuver the cursor of your mouse directly over the image with the word subscribe over it, and use a similar amount of skill to coordinate your finger to press and release the appropriate button that executes an affirmative action. If you're on mobile or console, or bat phone, I assume it'll be the application of a similar skill in a similar fashion. Check this out. Was I lucky? Here's my blade's helmet. And here's my blade's sword. Now that I know for sure that you've seen what these look like, you should totally understand why I'm willing to do what it takes to get another shot at enchanting a blade's helmet and sword. Because who doesn't want a full set of blades gear with the exact enchantments you've ever dreamed of? I know I do, because a full set of blades gear means that you are a true arena master. And one day, with hard work, sacrifice, and yes, maybe a little stalking, I will get there and achieve my dream. For now, check out who we're stalking this week.
Thank you for joining me today. This is super awesome, taking the time out of your busy week. And for those that don't know, JORNI, you want to just sum up your Blades character in a nutshell?
I have two characters. I have Jorny, or who was Jornabray, and then I have Hex, who's a lizard. Jorny and Hex are both mages. Jorny is a Breton mage, and she fights with Verso weapons because she's never gotten Warlock's Ring or any good luck with light weapons. And Hex is a light weapons Argonian and uses Magicka Surge.
Yes, which kind of led me to talking to you in the first place. I was like, what the heck? Who uses Magicka Surge?
It's so fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically, I see the glow, and then next thing I know, I'm like, ice spike, ice spike, ice spike. Like, what is going on?
Crazy. You can literally shoot an ice spike a second.
Yeah, no, that's pretty awesome. So, Jorny, I'd ask you to join me today in the conversation because what I'm trying to do is a series of just interviews with a lot of the top 100 players. And right now, I know you're definitely up in the top 100, if not with one, but both of your characters. Is that correct?
Not with both, just with Jorny at the moment. Hex, I think, is around 120 something.
Ah, okay. Are you going to try to climb later there towards the season?
With Jorny, definitely. Hex hasn't really made it much above 2100 so far.
Gotcha. And Jorny's your original character, right?
Yeah, she's my beloved Jorny.
Your beloved Jorny.
I love her. She's so great.
That's awesome. How did you discover Elder Scrolls Blades?
Well, I've been a huge Skyrim addict for years, like since the day it came out, and played over 17 games, literally from start to finish. And as soon as I heard about Blades, I was just like, it's going to be Skyrim Light. This is going to be amazing, and it'll be on my phone. And of course it wasn't, but still pretty awesome.
You see it in the reviews. They're like, yeah, it's going to be Skyrim on your phone. And then, like you said, it wasn't. What was your initial feeling when you found out that it wasn't?
Well, I think I really wasn't disappointed because by the time I figured that out, they had started the guild system, and I joined Karma Kahana's guild. I can't think of Fellowship Justice. I joined that, and they were very PvE focused, and as was I. And so we were just busy PvEing up a storm.
What did you like most, and what did you like least in your early days?
I guess I liked I just really, it kind of scratches the itch to just play the PvE, just play all the daily quests and the gems jobs, and I really liked that. And when they came out with the arena, I really didn't like it at first. I was terrified and I left.
That happens a lot to folks. And actually, I've, kind of chatted with a lot of people in some other community groups, and there's a large portion of people out there that just absolutely hate it. I'm curious, like when you were initially, feeling that like kind of hesitation to PvP, like what started you pull you in?
Well, it was the FFA, the free for all event that Babalu started, that he put out on Reddit, and I thought, oh, I'll try it. And I had a little success because, like if 100 monkeys type for 100 years, you're going to win a few matches. And so I first asked the player who used to be Lucrezia, but who is now Beatrice, because I saw that she was on GG's. I asked her, how could I stop losing against you? And she said, well, not hitting into my high blocks would be a great start. And I was seriously like, high block? What are they? I had no idea. So she started me off with my first piece of information, and then Babalu gave me more information, and it just kind of spiraled out from there.
Nice. So in your earlier days of PvP, as you were kind of learning and getting that guidance, what would you say was the biggest help as a new player?
Oh my gosh, I had the best arena coach. It was a person who was in the Dark Brotherhood, this guy Barefoot. I don't know if you remember him or not, but he was so patient with me. And he would chat with me for literally hours. We would match up in the arena, and then he would give me like a training round in the center of the 3 rounds. And then we would come back and talk about what I had done right and what I had done wrong. And he stayed in Old Arena for like half a month with me, just working with me every single day.
Wow. So basically he wouldn't advance out just so that you guys could keep matching.
Right. It was so sweet. And then finally I managed to make it to Dragonwood, I think, and so he advanced and worked with me there. It was so helpful.
I've actually seen a lot of new players, or I don't know, are there just a lot of people changing their names or what? Like what's your experience?
I think there are a lot of new players. I really do. I think you're right.
And it's definitely changed the outlook. Like last time I was in Imperial Arena was like in December, and I think people have just gotten better, and there's just more people playing. I mean, I used to be able just to pick up the game at the end of the season and just be like, boom, 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 cruise through from like 1900 to 2500,
Right.
But nowadays people are good. And it's not as easy as it used to be.
No, and they also have changed the trophy algorithm so much and made it so punishing.
Yes, it's hard to stay up there too. So, like right now with JORNI, where are you in the top 100?
41, but probably I flipped a little in the last, just in the last not doing anything for a couple of hours.
Yeah, you pretty much got to keep up with everybody, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, with JORNI, I just fight a couple of matches a day, and fortunately for days, I've been only losing a little tiny bit. So.
Well, that's good. I mean, so you don't have to like grind it out 8 hours a day then.
I don't. I mean, I literally today I fought 2 matches, and I lost one, and I won the other one, but it kicked me back up to 41. And yesterday I only fought 6. But for different people, it works different ways. Obviously, like some people
for sure
do a lot of matches.
And however people get there is absolutely fine. I think it's great that people know that, hey, you could totally be a casual player. And I think Babalu brought it up in the last time we spoke. Being a casual player is totally fine, and you could still be in the top 100.
Yeah, right. I'm hoping that strategy will work for me this season.
Well, good luck though, because it looks like you're climbing pretty good.
Thank you. I hope I can just keep it up.
Right on. Aside from keeping up in the top 100, doing your little dungeon crawling just to get past the time or whatever, like what else motivates you to play these days?
Well, it's really the community for me. I just really love the community. Like, so many people are so funny, so helpful, so kind. And I just joined Bloodborne last month. I had been in True Blades, and so I moved to Bloodborne, and I just love it. People are so helpful and friendly in both of the guilds, really.
Anything in particular that you really appreciate?
Well, I'll just give a shout out to my favorite arena coach, Dagon, because he has coached me so patiently and listened to all my stupid questions questions and answered them probably multiple times. And he just continues to always help me.
That's awesome. So there you go. Shout out to Dagon. Players like you who appreciate the community. You know, that's what's going to keep this game going, to be perfectly
It
honest.
really does. I wouldn't be playing it without the community because it just all the humorous conversations that happen and the different funny things that happen. It just makes your day sometimes.
What would you say is you?
Well, I am a landscape photographer, and that is really one of my first loves. And I do a lot of landscape photography. And then I'm also a writer, and I write middle grade novels, chapter books that are for children ages about 9 to 12.